Alright, everybody, I think we're going to be live. Welcome back to the world of Danganronpa, and today we're going to be starting Chapter 4 once we finish the end of Chapter 3, which was fairly mysterious, as Kyoko told us to go to the bathroom on the second floor to know what she has been up to. So let's find out what is going on with Kyoko. Bathroom? Oh, it's right here. That's is the guy's one. It's just a normal storage closet as far as I can tell. The secret Kyoko told me about. Could it really be hidden here? Look in the bucket. She said it was way in the back of the storage closet. But I mean, seriously? Without thinking, I placed my hand on the back of the storage closet, and suddenly, as if I were being yanked in, at the same time as I heard that sound, I fell through the wall. I had no idea what was going on. Badump. I'd fallen through the back of the storage closet. Huh? It turned out, the back wall was like a revolving door, and I'd made my way to the other side. Just like Kyoko had said. Kyoko's so smart.
Correct.
In the boys' bathroom on the second floor, there's a storage closet. And way in the back of that closet, there's a secret room.
So this is the secret room. But what's in here? Got this paper on the ground that I can't really look at. Let's look at the desk. It's just a normal desk with normal drawers. Oh man. So obviously I had to sneeze. What about the pipes? Is it just, it's just the desk and the, these documents that I can look at. There's a bunch of files, and what looks like volume after volume of yearbooks. They're all covered in dust. Looking at everything, one file at the edge of the bookshelf caught my eye. Hose Peak Academy Student Registry. This is the only thing in here not covered in dust. Has someone been looking at it recently? I slipped the file into my hand, but before I had a chance to take a look at it, a slip of paper fell out of the file, and I turned my attention to it. What's this? You must not leave. That's kind of weird. I could understand if it said, like, I can't leave, but you must not leave? What is this? My head feels funny. This strange sensation. It's like deja vu. Those words, you must not leave. I've seen them somewhere. Somewhere before. But I can't quite remember. What do I know? What don't I know? Oh my gosh. A strange sound rang out in my head. It felt like it was shaking my brain back and forth. And then, darkness. I don't understand what's happening. I don't know what started it. It's all over. And with that, I opened my eyes. I didn't know how long it had been. Aw, they took all the yearbooks. I was really looking forward on reminiscing with those. When I didn't make the track team, I didn't make the basketball team, and I didn't make the soccer team, and I played the tree in the musical that one time. Great times, great times. Ow. Apparently something hit me, and I lost consciousness. That's all I understood. The dull, throbbing pain in my head proved that much, at least. Oh, Kyoko's gonna be so mad that I lost all of her stuff. Quick, I need to make replacements. Just, like, grabs the pieces of paper on the floor and, like, starts coloring in, like, fake basketball teams and stuff like that. An empty bookshelf. Huh? Empty. Gone. It's all gone! The yearbooks, the student registry, and even the note that had fallen on the floor. It's all gone! What does this mean? But my brain refused to do any more work. The insistent pain in my head began to spread across the rest of my body. For now, I should go back to my room. Get some rest. My body was heavy with pain, my mind heavy with thought. I dragged myself back toward my room. Okay. I didn't actually check audio for my audio. Just wanted to make sure. Somehow I made it back to the first floor of the school. The farther I walked, the more I felt things are getting blurry. Can't see in front of me. I couldn't stop myself from collapsing right there. And after that... Huh? As if from a vast distance, I heard a sound. It was faint, but undeniable. That sound. It's coming from the gym? As I desperately hauled my shaky frame towards the gym, the sound got stronger and stronger. Crack! Tigga! Gadunk! Back yeah! What's going on? Can't be nothing. Here in the gym? You guys having a party without me? I'm a little concussed right now, so not in the best party of moods, but still not, it still hurts. You didn't know that I was concussed. I didn't make a sound as I opened the door of the gym. The sounds coming from inside, meanwhile, only intensified that much more. Good job! Back ya! Hiya! Paching! Back! Dun-dun-dun! Sha-sha-sha-sha-sha-sha-sha-sha-sha. Whoa! Before me, there raged a battle beyond anything humanly possible. No, one side's not human, that's for sure, but regardless, I couldn't stop staring. I forgot to move or even breathe.
Why, you? What do you think you're doing? I asked you a question. What's the meaning of this? How dare you define
Wait, Sakura a robot?
This wasn't part of the deal!
The deal?
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
Okay, but you do realize what will happen if you go through with this, right? You haven't forgotten, have you? What I'm holding hostage?
What am I looking at? What am I hearing? A hostage? Then could it be the mastermind spy is... The next generation legend. Stand tall, galactic hero. The end. Surviving students? 7. Well, at least we have an odd number. To be continued. You see the Robo Justice present. Super Robo Justice present. I guess we will save. Yeah, I'll just save over this one. Leon killed Sayaka. Monokuma killed Junko. Then Leon got executed. Then Mondo killed Chihiro. And then he got executed. Hifumi killed Taka. Then Celeste killed Hifumi. And wouldn't you know it, then she got executed. That's how the cookie crumbles. Ba-da-bow. And that brings us up till now. The next morning in the dining hall, the day after Celeste's case.
So now there's only 5 of us here.
Only a third of the number of people we started with.
Indeed.
Loneliness has become commonplace.
That's true. Still, what did I see yesterday? I don't understand. Sakura is the mastermind spy? Can that really be true?
Makoto, are you okay?
No, no, I'm fine. I can't bring it up in front of the others. If I did that, it would just confuse everyone that much more.
Okay, in that case, let's eat till we pass out.
What do you mean, in that case?
Well, 'cause look how scary everyone looks. It's gotta be 'cause you're all fighting on empty stomachs, right? If you fill your belly, I'm sure you'll all cheer up. So let's eat. Let's fry up some fish and donuts and eat till we can't stand.
That's like a Deep Impact style, Meteor Impact, extinction level event combination of foods.
What? Those are both breakfast time
Top sellers. That's quite a tongue twister. Breakfast time top sellers.
Still, the till we can't stand up part is a problem. After we're done, we need to go explore.
I
That's
see.
right, since the class trial is over, new areas should have opened up. Plus, we still have Alter Ego. We don't have to give in to despair just yet.
She's right. We have to plan ahead and think about the future.
You got
Yeah, think happy thoughts, not deathly thoughts.
You know?
Like when we're gonna get out of here, right? When this is all over, I think I want to get reborn for serious. I mean, like, reborn as someone serious.
well.
Hey, are you okay? That sounds like something someone who's about to die would say.
I'm totally okay. I'm not gonna die. Why? Because there aren't gonna be any more murders.
What makes you so sure?
I predicted it last night. Since it revealed itself to me from the ether, there's no doubt about it.
However,
How accurate is your fortune telling anyway?
How about
I can
that?
usually hit 20 or 30% on a good day.
That seems really low.
It's not like
Well,
some
yeah, it's
coolness.
not like it's ESP or whatever. Of course, I'm only gonna get it right sometimes.
The occult
I
is
told you, my
bullcrap.
fortune telling isn't like some occult thing.
Fortune telling isn't a cult?
Of course not. Clairvoyance is clairvoyance. Don't put it in the same category as cattle mutilation.
Cattle... what?
So
He's referring to the urban legend where aliens abduct cows and dissect them as part of their research.
No, you're calling it an urban legend. As a matter of fact, it's true. As a matter of fact, it's happened to me. It all happened one day when I went to go get a hamburger. It was a place I'd never seen before. They claimed their patties were 100% all beef. Why was that in yellow? That seems... is that going to be important for the next murder? 100% all beef? So I got a burger to go and headed home. But before long,
the
the
end
sky
is
was filled
nigh.
with a mysterious, blinding light.
Some crazy beam came out of nowhere and locked onto my hamburger. And as soon as the beam touched it, the burger started floating in midair.
You know, are you like, you know, one of those people who believe that they can have out-of-body experiences with the use of illicit substances? Because that's the direction that I'm beginning to lean into here.
And then...
Also, why does your hamburger have
the entire
3
burger
buns?
started coming
Or is that an
apart.
onion?
One part of it just vanished, while the rest fell back into my hand. Do you realize what that means? It means the burger wasn't 100% beef. It must have had some pork or something mixed in. Something like 70% pork and 30% beef would be my guess. You can't
I mean, I
trick
prefer
me.
pork more than hamburger myself, but it seems a little bit extra. So I stormed back into the burger place and got up in the manager's grill, and they totally admitted it. It wasn't 100% beef. They totally mixed in ground pork with it.
How about
Now, do you
that?
see? That is cattle mutilation. I kinda got lost halfway through.
I can't tell if you're for the occult or against it. You stink of stupidity.
Don't be
I stink of...
mean.
How dare you?
Well, you do stink, though.
That's fine.
That's fine.
Anyway, I hope your prediction turns out to be true. Well, at the very least, I won't murder anyone.
Me neither. I mean, I would never. Me neither.
Indeed.
Nor I.
That goes for me too, of course. I can never kill any of my friends. Slide the knife back into my pants. I felt like those words of encouragement were helping us come together as one. After so much sacrifice and hardship, we'd finally become united. But,
Well,
to be honest, I wish Byakuya and Toko were here for this too.
But
But they're so hard to deal with. They only think about themselves.
Uh,
yeah, we're better off without them, I say. That was enough to prove we were united for the time being, but within that bond hid weakness and fragility. Chapter 4, All-Star Apologies. Who are those? We don't know who those people are. What? Oh wait, is the one on top was Hino, wasn't it? And was the one on bottom Chihiro? AKA the AI? What did we name the alter ego? We began our search as soon as we'd finished our breakfast in the dining hall. We had to find out what had opened up, what was waiting for us. I hope that we got, I hope we got access to... What do I hope we got access to? It would be really funny if we got access to, like, a casino room after Celeste is gone, because then she can't gamble in it because she's dead. Minus? Not minus. Not that either. What? Where's the... It's Y. Good map. First floor, second floor, third floor. There we go. Looks like we can now access the 4th floor of Hope's Peak Academy. Maybe this time we'll find some clue. No, this time I have to find it. Right to the women's bathroom. This is the girls' bathroom. It's pretty obvious just by looking at it. There's no good reason for me to go in. Well, I tried. What if we tried the guys' bathroom? There's nothing I can interact with in here. Marvelous. Let's take a look. Oh, we got a music room. This is the music room. It's hardly even a classroom. It's more like an actual concert hall.
hey,
You know, you haven't told me what you think yet.
What I think?
About the secret room in the boys' bathroom.
Ah! Well, I did find the secret room, but as soon as I started looking around, I was attacked.
what?
Attacked? By who?
Well, they came from behind, and I didn't have any time to react, so I didn't see who it was. And when I came to, the mountains of flies and documents were all gone. Or the files and documents, not flies and documents. I'm sorry, I know how important those were.
That's fine.
It's okay. They already saw what I already saw what I needed to in there. And I half suspect the mastermind might come after you.
What?
Because...
When I discovered the room, the mastermind must have seen me on the surveillance camera in the hallway. They must have seen me go into the boys' bathroom and not come out again. Still, I wanted you to go and see it. I wanted to see how the mastermind would react. Essentially, I wanted to find out if the mastermind actually knew about that room. But to attack you and steal everything in the room, that must mean there was some unknown clue in there that could reveal the mastermind's identity.
Then you knew I was gonna get attacked.
That doesn't matter.
You can handle that kind of thing though, right? After all, you're a boy.
What does she think a boy is? Fine, I understand. I mean, as long as we're even and you still like me and we can, like, hang out sometime, that would be great. Then let me ask you something else. Do you know about the note that was left in there? The note that said, "You must not leave."
Just a second.
We shouldn't talk about that. Not here.
Kyoko stole a quick glance at the surveillance camera.
So...
I'm looking into it. If I find out anything, I'll let you know.
listen
Is that okay?
She made it sound like she was asking, but it was clear I wouldn't have had any say in the matter.
So, now it's your turn. Let's hear your secret.
Huh?
Did you think I wouldn't notice? You're hiding something. Am I wrong?
That's...
What?
What's the matter? If you're worried about the camera, why not just write it down?
Well...
Hey,
We're friends, so you should be able to trust me. Isn't that what you said before?
You're right that there shouldn't be any secrets between friends, but there's nothing worse than expressing your doubt about your friend when you don't have evidence for it. Oh, it's giving me an option. I think that we should tell her. It's weird that it's giving me an option for it, though. Huh. We haven't had anything like this before. I mean... I wonder if this is like a drastic split in the story that happens. Because if I tell her and then she's more aware of Sakura, then what happens? But if I don't tell her, then feels like I've betrayed her trust, and I feel like Kyoko is actually the character that we can trust at this point. So we're gonna tell her.
I haven't found conclusive evidence yet. If I talk about it now, it could just make things that much worse. Friends shouldn't keep secrets, but there's nothing worse than expecting doubt.
Do I have to... I guess I don't tell her then. Okay, I don't... Was there something that I had to do to unlock that option to tell her? Maybe if you're like max friends with one of them, something happens? I guess we just can't tell her now, which is kind of disappointing. It makes things rather shaky. Sorry, I can't tell you. Not yet.
correct.
So, that's your answer.
However,
But do you think that's fair? You were happy to hear what I had to say, but now you're unwilling to share.
I'm sorry, I really am.
that's fine.
It's fine. Goodbye.
With those as her parting words, Kyoko left me standing there alone. I think I made her mad. I was trying, man. The game wouldn't let me. I have to have evidence. But there's no way to have evidence for something that happened whenever I was concussed and they were fighting and they were ninjas, I'm pretty sure. And also Barney the dinosaur might have been there, but I'm not entirely... You know what, maybe I should keep this to myself. Hey, what about the piano? Is this a grand piano? It seems really old. I bet it's worth a lot of money. Of course, without someone around who can play it, it's totally useless. Alright, piano will not be involved in a murder. Is there anything else worth noting other than the camera? It would seem not. Oh, we can see under the floor here for some reason. So we can go to a surveillance room. No good, the door's locked. I guess I won't be getting in here. According to the nameplate, this is called the data center. But what's behind the door is a total mystery. What's it called in Among Us, where you look at the thing with all the screens? We have 2 classrooms. Let's gamble and see if these classrooms are actually important in the story. One day I saw Monokuma in class. Blah blah blah, blah blah blah. I'm glad this fort got opened up and all, but there's like a ton of locked rooms up here. A ton, you say? As in more than one, perhaps. So that looks like a chemistry lab. What is that? Is the thing in the top right, is that like a principal's office and like a secretary's office? I thought Mamakuma was the headmaster, so I thought that was the replacement as principal. Hello, I'm Monokuma from the school store. I'm very kind. Gather up your coins and some play with me. Or I might die of loneliness. Alright, let's leave the area. There's a lot of floors in this building. 5th floor. Inside the room, the smell of medicine was oppressive. So this is the chem lab. I hope inhaling all this stuff doesn't do permanent damage. Hina and Sakura seem to be lost in a deep but friendly conversation. I need to find out what's going on with Sakura and the mastermind, but I can't while she's with Hina.
Hey, Makoto.
Oh, you need something?
No, it's nothing.
You sure? Okay then.
Sakura is lost in conversation with Hina. I need to find out what's going on with Sakura and Hina.
What is it, Makoto? Do you need something?
No, it's not. You guys just keep talking over there. I'm gonna sniff some chemicals by myself. Oh wait, am I at 10 frames per second? Gosh darn it, I forgot to change that. Okay, we should be back. I had that on 10 frames per second for something that I was recording earlier today. It is rather unfortunate that that bit is going to be in 10 seconds bit, but at least I caught it early. Like, it's only been 27 minutes. It's a remarkably big shelf. It's stocked with all kinds of medicine.
That's right.
Ah, listen, Makoto, listen. Just take a deep breath and calm down and listen to me.
Okay, Hina, just chill out.
There's all kinds of stuff we didn't have before. Vitamins, minerals, amino acids, creatine.
Okay.
And what, they even have Protein X.
What's that?
A high-quality protein drink. It's nothing like that cheap swill in the warehouse. It's connoisseur level.
Oh yeah?
This is amazing. It's a gold mine. Oh, my prayers have finally been answered. Time to load up some more prayers then.
A gold mine, huh? Maybe stuff on the counter? Nope. Okay, it seems like that's it. This is a rather long hallway. I wonder how all of these rooms stack on top of each other. Because the pool is on top of the music room, right? Oh, what is that? That's a picture with Celeste in it. This is the office, but of course there's no hint of any teachers that we'd normally be able to rely on. What do we have here? Huh? There's a picture on the floor. This picture... What? Celeste, Hifumi, and Sayaka? Smiling faces of 3 people who are dead now. A classroom without metal plates over the windows. It's exactly the same. It's just like that picture I saw before. There's no way this isn't important somehow. They're smiling the way you'd expect any normal teenager to smile. Well, I mean, Sayaka's smiling. Celeste seems like she's kind of mad at Hifumi. And Hifumi seems like he's happy, maybe. Hard to tell. Just a normal group of high schoolers living a normal school life. I can't possibly believe they were able to smile like that in a world of despair like this. So does that mean that this picture was taken before they ever came to Hope's-Peak? Which would mean everyone in the picture knew each other before they got here. Including Sayaka. No, there's no way. Monokuma did it. It must be fake.
You're fake.
Monokuma popped up out of nowhere and snatched the picture from my hand.
A forgery plot? What are you, a middle schooler? You think the moon landing was fake too? Come on. Then you're saying this picture
Think you're saying this picture is real?
If there were such a thing as the Noble Truth Prize, I'd take first, second, and fourth place. Actually, that's probably not true.
I asked you a question. Is this picture real or is it a fake?
Oh, Makoto, you're so eager to split things in half, aren't you? But it's no use. It's just no use. If you try to split something that can't be split, you'll end up feeling like you're the one being split. The picture is real. No more, no less.
Without another word, Monokuma disappeared. So the picture is real. It's really real. If that's true, if that's the case, then we all must have known each other. Okay, so what I think they're trying to hint with the pictures is that Hope's Peak Academy was actually functioning for like a year. And then some world event happened that made the entire world bad. And the world outside became more twisted and decrepit in some way. And they locked us in here as school students, and they wiped our memories of us being at Hope's Peak for whatever reason. And maybe there's a bunch of other Hope's Peak academies going on, which to metagame a little bit, it's why there's multiple games, is because you find more Hope's Peak academies. But then the twist wouldn't work every time if you knew... I guess you would just have to come up with a different twist. But it seems like the game is leading us to believe we spent like a year in school and then something happened that forced us all to be locked in here. But why would they encourage us to kill each other if the school wanted us to be locked in here? And have the idea of the killing game. And why wipe our memories? Other than to make us forget about this world event that made everything decrepit. A lot of flowers. There's a flower on the desk. Somehow it makes things feel that much weirder. Coin, flower not be involved in murder. There's a flower on the desk. Somehow it makes things much weirder. There's a flower on the desk. Somehow it makes things much weirder. Who's watering these flowers while we were downstairs? I guess Monokuma. There's a flower on the desk. Somehow it makes things feel that much weirder. Wait, hold on. I think there's a flower on the desk. And it makes things feel much weirder. Can I interact with the box? No. I guess that's it. We can't interact with these cabinets or anything. Huh. The nameplate on the door says Headmaster's Room. The Headmaster's Room. There must be something worthwhile in there. Rattle, rattle. Huh? The door's locked. Damn it! I've already taken a good look at things around here. There's a lot to think about. But for now, I should head back to the dining hall and talk to the others. Not long after I got to the dining hall, the others began to trickle in. And after a few minutes... So, is this everyone?
Well,
Okay, let's discuss what we all discovered. Yeah, good idea.
Kyoko, what do you have to say? Kyoko? She's ignoring me.
Hey, Makoto, does Kyoko seem upset to you? She is, isn't she? She's totally mad.
Yeah, it looks like that.
I bet it's your fault, isn't it? You must have done something to her.
This is bad. I didn't want to leave. I wanted to talk to Hiro.
I found a couple rooms on the 4th floor, but they were locked. The data center and the headmaster's room. The headmaster's room? That sounds exactly the kind of place we'd find some clues. If we can somehow unlock the door and get inside.
But
Who cares about a stupid lock?
how
It should be
about
no
that?
problem for the world's strongest missing link to knock down one measly door. What was that? No, please, continue. Did you say I've got the nicest butt on the block? The curviest hips in town? Is that what you said? Hell no, it isn't. Then what did you say? 'Cause I know you weren't talking about tearing down the door to the headmaster's room. Knocking down your headmaster's door? What kind of war on education are you trying to start here? That's my room, you know. It is now, anyway. And you're thinking of busting it down. You seriously don't want to piss me off. Do you have any idea how much bacteria lives on a single bear claw? No, I was just kidding. Please don't get mad. I'm not mad. Mad face. You're totally mad. Two-Face. I was hoping I wouldn't have to add a rule for this, but if you're gonna go around having those thoughts, I have no choice but to add to the school regulations. Seriously? Breaking down a locked door is prohibited. There, that's the rule now, you jerks. The new rule has been added to the regulations menu. Is he gone? Phew. Man, I was scared for my life. I was sure he was gonna kill me for serious.
Well,
But if he could go out of his way to make up a rule like that, there's no doubt that something important must be hidden in the headmaster's room. But now that it's a rule, there's nothing we can do. I mean, we could try to unlock it. If only we were good at picking locks. There's no rule against picking a lock. What do I use, Sakura? Metal sheets have been attached to all the windows on the 4th floor. None of them budged an inch.
In other words,
Just like everywhere else. Escape from the 4th floor seems unlikely. That was to be expected, though. I mean, it's also the 4th floor. Like, what are we gonna do when we're up there? Parachute? There was a big shelf in the chem lab on the 4th floor. It had all kinds of chemicals and stuff. And there was an all-star cast of nutrient additives and supplements. You should at least go take a peek. I highly recommend it. I think you and Ogre are probably the only ones interested in stuff like that. Oh, but it's not all good stuff, though. There was medicine and health stuff, but on top of that, there's also, a bunch of different poisons. Poison? They were all labeled clearly, though, so it would be hard to grab one by mistake.
it's
Still, we better make sure we're careful around there. And we probably shouldn't tell Byakuya or Toko about the poison, right? What do you mean? Well, just in case, you know what I'm trying to say. Just in case, yeah, I think you're right.
However,
It's Byakuya. It won't be long before he's discovered it for himself. But to put something as dangerous as poison right out in the open, that's absolutely the work of the mastermind. So, has everyone said what they needed to say? I think so. But it looks like nobody found any clues at all, let alone a way out of here. Actually, I have something to say. I saw a thing that I saw before, and I was confirmed that it was real. Blow all your minds. I haven't been this depressed since my house burned to the ground. Someone do something to cheer me up. Can I say something?
How about
It's because my dad was smoking in bed. No, that's... I have something I'd like to report. So, you guys all remember, right? You remember when I found that picture up on the 3rd floor the other day? You mean the one that showed Mondo, Chihiro, and Leon all together, right? Yeah, I remember. What about it? Well, I found another one. Another picture. Almost just like that one. Another one? But this time, the picture was of Celeste, Hifumi, and Sayaka. Huh? And they were all smiling. And the classroom in the picture didn't have any metal covering the windows. So the picture of Mondo, Chihiro, and Leon wasn't the only one. Now you have found one that had Celeste, Hifumi, and Sayaka. But how can that...
Monokuma must have faked it. But if the picture is real, then everyone who was in it, there would have to be some kind of hidden connection there, don't you think? Some deeper truth that we just don't understand. Oh, I haven't thought about them being grouped up yet. I mean, what would Sayaka, Celeste, and Hifumi all have in common? Because I think the answer is nothing. Like, at least Sayaka and Celeste are kind of close to each other. In, like, also Sayaka's hair is way less blue. But that might just be the lighting. But what would we not understand yet? Huh.
What?
Can't be, it's a fake! But Monokuma said it was real. I know we could just write that off as a lie, but...
Say
Then you must trust Monokuma's word over the people who have died. Huh?
because
That's what you're saying, isn't it?
No, that's not it.
I'm shocked. You told everyone how we should believe in our friends, but you refused to do the same.
That's not... What's going on, Kyoko? Why are you getting so emotional? I don't understand why she's so angry. It's maybe because we lied to her. Come on, guys, stop fighting, or all your good luck is gonna float away. Anyway, Makoto, you're thinking about it too much. There's no way Monokuma didn't fake that picture.
Of course.
He's just trying to confuse us. You shouldn't listen to anything Monokuma has to say.
You might be right, but still...
Are you still so conflicted?
What?
It looks like you guys have stopped playing nice.
Byakuya? It's just like unbelief, like, oh, I forgot you existed, Byakuya. What are you doing here? Hey, what are you doing here?
You all have the same sunken look on your faces. You were all so ugly before. You shouldn't let them sink any lower. When I look at you, it makes me think of a frog sinking into a pile of manure.
Sorry.
Why are you apologizing? Leave us alone. You're not a part of this. That's true enough. Your problems aren't mine. We are, and always will be, completely separate. So whatever's causing your faces to turn so ugly has absolutely nothing to do with me. And if I happen to discover a vital clue, it wouldn't concern you in the slightest.
Huh?
Did he just say he has something useful?
Hey,
Byakuya, what have you been up to?
That's fine.
I don't mind telling you. Perhaps forcing your lazy brains to get to work might do you some good. I was in the bath. What else would you like to know? Today's lottery numbers?
He was taking a bath. As in... it seems like our AI friend has figured out something. I gotta be plugged in now. Which also means I have to put my computer at a weird angle. Is he saying that he's been talking to Alter Ego? Did he tell him something?
it would seem...
Maybe we should all go take a bath.
Mm.
Ah, good idea.
A mixed bath?
A mixed bath?
If Alter Ego really did tell him something, I wonder what it could have been. Da-da-da-da, gonna turn around, head into the bathhouse. When I got to the dressing room, Kyoko was sitting alone on the bench, the laptop in front of her. Kyoko, did you decide to come hear what Alter Ego has to say too?
What's your problem?
I already heard it with Master. With Bastard. You don't have to keep saying it. Anyway, so what are you doing right now? Shut up. Stop bothering me.
How about that?
Get out of the way, we have to talk to Alter Ego.
Well,
No, I made Master a promise. A promise? Master told me to wait here, so that's what I'm doing.
huh?
So what are you doing? What are you, his dog?
We're not gonna engage with that one. You just love being mistreated.
Well, fine. If you really want me gone, by all means.
changed.
Hey guys, what's going on?
We'd like you to move.
Sure thing. Just kneel before me and beg.
First a mega masochist, now a super sadist. Let's crack the computer and tippity tap away on it. Just like Jack is sitting in front of the laptop. I can't get to it. Toko, seriously, I'm asking you to nicely let us use the laptop.
Did you hear what I said? I told you to kneel and beg.
How about that?
Come on, Makoto, give her the old 1-2 combo. 1, drop to your knees. 2, beseech. Oh, why are you acting like you're not a part of this? I was as desperate as I felt. Finally, I did kneel down in front of her, and I said, please, I'm begging you, will you please let us use the laptop?
Such an ultra miraculous feeling of happiness. My pent-up anger at Master for abusing me is evaporating. So even you realize it's abuse.
Hey,
That should be enough, right? Hurry up and let us talk to Alter Ego. Okay. Everyone, come closer. I already told Byakuya, but I was finally able to crack open all the files that were on this laptop. Sorry to have kept you all waiting.
correct.
Just what I thought.
I see.
Finally, the time has come.
I'm starting to get kind of nervous. I don't like the fact that Byakuya has obtained the information before us, and therefore can act on it before us. I felt the same way. Resting on the keyboard, my hands had started to shake.
Just a second.
Move.
The single word was like a sharpened blade. Wounded, I moved to let her take over.
So then,
Here we go.
Kyoko began typing, the words appearing as fast as I could read them. Can you tell us what you found out?
Sure, I analyzed the files and extracted all the useful information I could find. And one particular important fact I discovered was that a certain plan had been put into effect here. To isolate the students of Hope's Peak Academy and create a communal life for them. It was the stated goal of the plan. But it was meant to be more than just a normal school life. The students were intended to live out the rest of their lives here.
That's...
I see.
It's exactly the situation we found ourselves in. It's quite unthinkable, isn't it? And what's more, the one who came up with the plan was none other than the administrators of Hope's Peak themselves. What? Wait, hold on. Then the reason we've been imprisoned here, it wasn't the work of some psycho freak or criminal organization or whatever. It was the school itself?
that doesn't make any sense. Why would they do that?
just a second.
I don't think Alter Ego is finished. Perhaps we should hear the rest. It seems that the reason they devised this plan was because of what happened 1 year ago. This is how they described that event. They said it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
See, this is what I was talking about before. There's something that happened in the outside world that made it decrepit, like we saw in our video that had our family in it, and then it cut to the world being not so epic.
What does that mean?
Yeah, what kind of name is that for something?
Otherwise known as the tragedy, it was apparently some sort of devastating occurrence. Because of the tragedy, Hope's Peak Academy was forced to discontinue its rule as a school and close down. I see. Things are finally starting to make sense. What this means is, 1 year ago, this tragedy, took place. And whatever it was, it forced Hope's Peak to shut down. From there, they decided to use the school as a kind of staging ground. They planned to sequester the students here, where they would live out the rest of their lives. But why would Hope's Peak administrators want to shut everyone in like that?
Hey,
And what could this tragic event possibly been?
In a flash, Kyoko typed their questions into the computer, and the answer we got was...
Sorry, I don't know. If that information was ever on this computer, it's gone now. I'm totally useless. I'm sorry.
That's all he said. Then, is this really the end? We get halfway through the answer and that's it?
Indeed.
It would appear so. Disappointing. Oh, wait! There's one other thing I forgot to mention. I think it might be important. I believe it has to do with the mastermind.
The mastermind? Kyoko's fingers moved even faster than they had so far. Did you figure out the mastermind's identity?
No, that I still don't know. But I did find a clue, I think. The one leading Hope's Peak staff, the one who finalized the plan to isolate you, was the Hope's Peak headmaster. So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. Okay, and according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in this school right now.
The headmaster?
Oh, well, Kyoko is very caught off guard by that.
The headmaster is here in the school? Then that's gonna be the mastermind. I mean, Monaco has been calling himself the headmaster, right? Which makes the real headmaster that much more suspicious.
You're serious.
But if we break down the door to his room, we're dead, right? So what are we supposed to do? Well, Hiro, the answer is obvious. We need you to take one for the team. Don't worry, Hiro, your sacrifice will not be in vain. Also, if anybody in the future is planning to kill somebody, you might as well have them open the door first, and then kill them. I'm just saying. Huh?
No matter what it takes, I will find the headmaster. No matter the cost.
So,
Kyoko, what's going on? I can't explain why. I just know that I have to find him.
She has to? Kyoko, what's going on with you? That's what I was asking. What's going on with Kyoko? When she heard about the headmaster, her reaction was almost violent.
So then,
We should see if Alter Ego has any more information.
That seemed to be her attempt to regain her composure, and she started typing again. Did you learn anything else?
I'm sorry, that's everything I found. All the information on this laptop seems to be pretty old, so that's all I can do from here. I'm really sorry.
Then it really is all over.
hey,
Wait, Alter Ego seems to have more to say. Well, it's kind of a different topic, but I was wondering about something. I haven't seen Celeste, Hifumi, or Taka since yesterday.
A heavy silence fell across the room. The only sound was the flat, precise clicking of keys as Kyoko typed. They're all dead.
I see. Certainly I knew that was a possibility, but it really happened. Oh, sorry. There's no point in me getting depressed over things I can't do anything about.
anyway.
Well then, I guess that's it.
That's it. A simple phrase that held so much meaning. She began typing again. You've done your job. Thank you.
I'm done? I guess I am, huh? Then, maybe I'll take a little rest. I'm kinda tired. Goodbye, everyone. See you later.
With that, the laptop entered sleep mode.
I see.
So Alter Ego did everything he could.
Indeed.
We won't have to talk to him all that much anymore.
but
But I feel kinda sorry for him.
But
You feel sorry, but he's just a computer program, right?
well,
I know, but still, he did everything he could for us, you know?
I mean, yeah, it did, but that's what a computer program is designed to do. You don't tell a computer good job every time you shut it down, do you?
Well, no. But when we talked to Alter Ego, I guess I just didn't see it that way.
I know what you mean. I feel the same way. Hey, come on, it's just a program. You can tell the difference between a program and a friend, right? But you know, what's the difference between us and that program, really? Huh? I started thinking about how you would differentiate a person and an AI. Alter Ego isn't human, I know that. It's just a program running on a computer. But at the same time, I couldn't help but think of him as our friend.
that's right.
Yeah, he's no different from us. He's still our friend.
I think maybe I understand where you're coming from. But then there's no problem calling him a friend. After all, the more friends, the merrier, right?
How about
Check
that?
this out. Friendship has no survival value. Instead, it gives value to survival.
So...
So anyway,
Not so anyway, that. It's totally smart and cool thing that I quoted from, I don't remember where.
Hey,
Anyway, there's nothing more Alter Ego can do to help us. As such, his role in this is over. Am I wrong about that?
No, but...
just a
And
second.
frankly, I question the ease with which you decide who is and isn't your friend.
do you really mean that?
Wait.
The story's gotten off track. We should go over what Alter Ego said one more time.
Yeah, good idea. What was the Hope's Peak staff thinking? Why are they making us kill each other?
Alter Ego said that what happened 1 year ago is what started everything.
Well,
Yeah, he said it was the biggest, most awful, most hopeless event in human history, right?
It must have been a huge incident, whatever it was. But did something like that happen really a year ago? That's not a sentence. I don't remember anything that could describe that way. I don't remember anything that you could describe that way. What about you guys?
I don't really watch the news, so...
I'm sorry.
Sorry, nothing comes to mind.
Anyway.
The event that led to the closing of Hope's Peak. If nothing else, it must have had some kind of connection to this school.
Maybe all the students here were killed or something.
However,
That kind of catastrophe would have been all over the news. At least one of us would remember that.
Yeah, especially me, because I was like a Hope's Peak crack addict before coming here.
Then, maybe they covered it up. That would explain why none of us knew that the school had been shut down.
I see.
Totally covering up something like that. I suppose it's not totally impossible.
What's wrong with our government? Our taxes pay their salaries. They should be handling stuff like that.
Anyway.
Maybe, but right now there's only one path to open to us.
So,
We have to find the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy.
correct.
We have to find him and make him tell us everything.
No
As
matter
long as we
what.
can get our hands on him, I think.
Kyoko, when she said headmaster, I got that feeling again.
Well,
But even that is a probability not so easily solved. Yeah, you're totally right.
So
well-
then,
Well, our business is done here, so for now, we should get out of here.
Yeah, good idea.
Then I... Is it really that dusty? Wait, I mean... Oh no, I'm not waiting anymore. I'm not guarding it. Bianca's gonna be so mad at me.
whew,
Let's avoid getting involved any further.
Good call. Okay. But as we left the dressing room, someone was there waiting for us.
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
Ooh.
My heart is pounding away. Pounding with anger.
You're not still mad about that whole breaking into the headmaster's room thing, are you?
Oh, that little matter doesn't matter even a little. And I'm a little jealous of you guys enjoying an indecent mixed bath, but that doesn't matter either. It's building. I feel it building. It's about to boil over with rage.
Don't get so angry. Here, let me help you center your chakra.
Put this on your walls of your brain, okay? When you do something to me, I do it right back. An eye for an eye, a fang for a fang.
Bang for a... bang? Be careful, he just enchanted the incantation of devastation.
No, it's just a saying.
Oh, I see. Well, what's he talking about? Ding dong, bing bong.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
correct.
So, it's nighttime.
Hey,
What does everyone want to do? Celeste? Celeste was the one who had suggested our nighttime rule, but she's gone now. I think we should still avoid being out at nighttime. I know it'll make me feel better that way.
I agree.
it's true.
Very well then. In that case, time for bed.
So everyone head back to their rooms. Monakuma's parting words left me feeling anxious the rest of the night. Fang for Fang, huh? Does he know about the AI now? Did Byakuya tell him about the AI now? Did Byakuya tell the Mastermind about the AI so that he could get some kind of favor in the future? But what would a Fang for a Fang mean? Is he just gonna break the AI? Because he can't harm us, or at least he wouldn't without us breaking one of the rules, and we didn't break a rule. Once I was back in my room, I got lost in thought. What we'd learned from Alter Ego kept on spinning around and around in my mind. The administrators of Hope's Peak had planned all of this. They did it because of the tragedy, which had happened a year before. And apparently the headmaster is the one behind it all. The mastermind. Sorry. I choked out my own saliva there. All these mysteries make me worried, but I still have to try and unravel them, bit by bit. I'm sure the road will be long and tough, but I don't have any other choice. I mean, it'll maybe take like 3 more chapters at this point, and a prologue, probably, if I had to guess.
Let's talk a little bit about where I was before I became a bear. At first, I was a total loss. I just had no idea what I should become. A lady in our tech support department suggested I should try being a shrimp. She was like, "Oh, the company's been trying to push for this forever. It's a really incredible offer." But as she laid out all the details, it turned out it wasn't a tiger prawn like I'd hoped, but a little popcorn shrimp. That's totally tiny. I would have been the world's smallest mascot. I like eating shrimp, but I didn't want to become one myself. Plus, someone might come along and step on me. So then the lady totally started laughing at me. She was like, "You think we can do a tiger prawn on our budget?" So ultimately I decided to become a bear instead.
And that's the secret origin story of Monokuma.
Dang dong bang bong.
Good morning, everyone. It is now 7 a.m. and nighttime.
I'm kind of
is
curious how
officially over.
Monokuma doing a
Time
lady's
to
voice
rise and
sounded.
shine. Get ready to greet another beautiful day.
First things first, I need to head to the dining hall. I mean, we're gonna get some free time, right? Time for me to steal other people's... Kyoko's mad at us, though, but I want to talk to Kyoko so I can steal her ability again. I think I already have it. I think I have level 1 of it. As I entered the dining hall, the first thing I saw was her.
What are you staring at?
Oh, Toko.
What do you think your eyes will just rob it looking at me? Fine, don't look at me.
I think he's just surprised to see you at the breakfast meeting is all.
Indeed, it had been quite a while since you joined us. Yeah, what made you change your mind?
We're gonna skip that one. Alright, they're gonna have an eating competition, and,
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
well, other than that, it looks like Kyoko isn't here.
You know?
Oh, she said she'd come by later. Later?
You know?
Yeah, after you leave. She's not even trying to hide it anymore.
I know I said she wanted you to show some backbone, but you didn't need to go...
Hold on, let me sentence real quick.
I know I said she wanted you to show some backbone, but you didn't need to show her that much. You're dirty, Makoto. Dirty. President Dirty of Dirty Land.
You don't understand.
Just the worst.
You're the type who takes the stairs of love 3 steps at a time, aren't you?
I'm telling you, it's not like that.
What the heck?
Just shut up already, Hina. You've been running your filthy mouth like that all morning. Me? Filthy? Don't make me repeat myself. I'm not filthy. It's no use in denying it. We can all see how disgusting you are. Shut up.
Alright, we're skipping that. Illicit club meetings?
Hey, knock it off. I can't deal with dirty stuff like that.
We're not gonna read that one either.
Please.
What are we doing here? What are we... I might have to black all this out in the post video. We're not engaging with this whatsoever. This can't even be called plot development.
So would you rather have your black eye on your left or your right?
Hey, come on.
Let's leave Toko alone. She's gone a little funny from all her pent-up frustration.
You know?
Anyway, you and Kyoko need to make up already, you know? Yeah, I know. I mean, of course I want to get things better as soon as possible, but with everything that's been going on, I haven't had a chance to talk to her about what I saw. Before anything, I need to talk to Sakura about it. That feels like the opposite of a good idea, but I guess we'll talk to Sakura about it. Sakura?
What is it?
Can you make some time later? I was hoping I could talk to you.
Ah, now that Kyoko's dumped him, Makoto's trying to win Sakura's heart.
We're not engaging with that.
Just the worst.
Watch out, Sakura. Makoto's transformed into a wild beast. Prime Minister Wild Beast of Beastopia.
Why is this happening to me?
Can our talk wait till tomorrow? I'd like to get some rest today. For some reason, I've been feeling worn down these last few days. Huh? Are you sick? Did you get hurt? No, nothing serious. I've just had some minor aches and pains.
Huh? Is that... It must be because of that battle.
It must be pretty bad if you have to go rest. Are you sure you're okay? I'm sure a protein shake and some sleep will get me back on my feet.
You got it.
That's true. Protein is good for all kinds of stuff.
Hey.
You guys, like, worship protein. It's like your god or something.
Okay.
Makoto, I don't know what it is you want to talk to Sakura about, but save it till tomorrow. She's in pain.
Yeah, I got it.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
You know?
Well, for now, let's eat.
Eat? I'm kind of nervous. Oh, how come?
What's your problem?
Because I don't usually eat in front of other people. Ever since I was a kid, I'd eat by myself.
What the heck?
What about your family?
Oh, well, yeah, I used to live with my dad and my mom and my mom.
You had 2 moms.
What? That's just how things were.
That's... Hero, we're not going there. Hero, nope. Hero, nope. Hero, it's 2025. People are allowed to have a dad and 2 moms. Nope. I'm like backing out of the cafeteria. Nope.
Just let it go. You're asking for trouble getting involved with her more than you have to. How dare you speak to me with that disgusting mouth of yours? Stop saying stuff like that.
Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and eat. If I don't, Kyoko will never show up. Pretty miserable situation, man. I scarfed down breakfast as fast as I could and immediately headed back to my room. I'll have to wait till tomorrow to confront Sakura about what I saw, but in a way, I'm kind of relieved. It takes a lot of courage to stand face to face with Sakura and accuse her of something. Alright, let's go have some free time. I'd say... I feel like I have a lot of Hina items, and Hina seems like the easiest person to read in the entire world, so maybe we should go try to hang out with Hina if Hina's a bit... Oh, we also don't have Toko's thing, though. We haven't even started Toko's yet. And if she is available and not Jill, because I don't think I can build bonds with Jill. I mean, if Toko is Toko, I might try Toko. Yeah, let's try Toko. Should I talk to Toko while she's acting like this? Maybe against my better judgment.
I was perfectly happy spending some time by myself. But I guess you're so desperate for attention, I can hang out with you for a little bit.
I spent some time with a cold and distant Toko. Toko and I grew a little closer today. Would you like to give Toko a present? I mean... What do we got? Alright, I got a bunch of these black croissants. What are they... What's a baked good made from black ingredients? It looks burnt, but it's actually pretty good. I feel like this was a Celeste item. We had like a writer's pen or something, right? Maybe Toko likes the hand bra. Like, kind of just a thought. Like, she is kind of like that, you know? And I can't think of anybody else that I can give this to other than Hifumi, but I feel like Hifumi would be up to no good with it. We're gonna skip that, though. Probably not a great idea. What the heck? A quality chinchilla cover? A dark red seat cover. Its refined design is intended for only the most elite clientele. Okay. Berserker armor? I didn't realize I had that. Moon Rock and Osiris Tears. Millennium Prize problems. It's a random vice. Who would benefit from the vice? Here we go, a novelist fountain pen.
I'll never forgive you for being this nice to me.
I really don't know where to place Toko's voice anymore. I feel like I'm much better at doing Genocide Jill's voice, and Toko is like just kind of here. Seeing Toko so pleased with something I gave her makes me happy. She's just standing there. Does she want something? But she's not saying anything. Maybe I should try to start a conversation. Toko.
What, you want to talk to me? Well, I can't stop you. So talk already.
Okay, sure, but what should I say? So, like, what do you do in your spare time when you're not stabbing people as your other person?
Why do you want to know?
Well, I mean, you know, we're trapped here together, right? If we're gonna be friends, it'd be nice to get to know each other. Think about being friends?
After that part about trapped, we're gonna... What?
Friends?
What do you mean, friends? You think I'm stupid? You're trying to trick me? I've already been hurt once before. I'm not gonna let it happen again.
You've been hurt? What happened? It feels like a lot to pry into on a first time hanging out kind of thing. Maybe I should back off on that one.
Come on, you really don't care about me. You don't know about me. Even I know that.
No, that's not true.
Fine, then tell me.
Tell you what?
You know why they call me the ultimate writing prodigy, right?
Yeah, sure. You've won all kinds of literature prizes and stuff.
Then tell me what I'm good at. Tell me what my genre specialty is. If you really want to convince me that you give a crap, you should at least know that.
The genre that the ultimate writing prodigy specializes in is romance, right? Or was it young adult? I feel like it was romance. It's romance, of course.
Oh, you actually knew.
Your biggest success was Soul Lingers the Ocean, right? Everyone said it's your masterpiece. The book was such a hit that fisherman shot to the top of the hottest men polls, right?
How did you know all that? There's no way you care about me.
I'm telling you, I do. I mean, we're friends, aren't we?
No, I'm blind. Your straightforward nature blinded me.
Kyoko ran off screaming like a banshee. I'm not really sure. Does she hate me now? Though his report card has been updated based on your experience with her, you just unlocked the skill vocabulary. Okay, we stole her ability. Phenomenal. Once we were all done, I headed back to the room for a little while. I was just closing the door / getting a drink of water. I think I'm gonna get another drink of water. Where did I? Oh, right. Controller's plugged in. I have plenty of time. I don't feel like I don't feel like just sitting here. I should go somewhere. Alright, let's see who's available to hang out with. This time we should... Oh, everyone's here right now. Let's go talk with Hina.
Each and every person has to do their job. The cooperation of each player is true teamwork.
You got
That's
it.
a quote from the famous rugby player Yuji Matsuo. We gotta do the same thing. Cooperate so we can survive.
Should I hang out with Hina? Yeah, let's spend some time with Hina.
Yeah.
Wanna go for a run to relieve some of the stress?
Hina and I went for a light run through the school. Hina and I grew a little closer today. Would you like to give Hina a present? Yeah, definitely. What would you like to give her? Yeah, I think I have donuts specifically. Oh, they're flotation donuts. I mean, I think that's still good.
How thoughtful. This is why I like you, Makoto. I mean, not like. Not that kind of like.
Seeing Hina so pleased with something I gave her makes me happy. Is something wrong, Hina?
I've reached my limit. I'm stuck in here. Can't do any sports. Can't do anything. I'm sick of it. I want to get out under the sun and do some laps. Run a marathon. I want to do some real sports.
Hey, Hina, calm down, okay?
I can't do anything in here. If I can't move around, I'm gonna die. Like a bunny rabbit.
But I always heard rabbits die from loneliness.
Whatever. I'm gonna die if I can't get some proper physical activity.
Don't you think that's a little extreme?
What the heck?
You think I'm kidding, don't you? But I seriously can't sit still, you know? Why else would I have joined 6 sports team in school?
6?
That's
Yeah, track, basketball, softball, volleyball, tennis, and the big one. The big one...
She got to her main sport but ran out of juice. I think it's gotta be... Going home. Is it swimming? Your main sport is swimming, right?
Yeah, you got it. I don't even care what stroke it is. I just get me in a pool under the blue sky.
But it isn't that hard to do that. But isn't it hard to do that many sports even for you?
Well.
If I can't move, I'll just shrivel up and die. I need a challenge. More and more new stuff to try.
A challenge?
'Cause
What I really love about sports isn't winning, you know? It's having to fight and struggle and give it all you got to reach the top. It's that excitement, that fear that you might suffer from heartbreaking loss.
But
When you finally reach that goal, it's just lonely. It's lonely at the top, you know?
I never really got into sports, so I couldn't really relate to what she was talking about. But I could tell that the reason Hina was so amazing was how hard she would fight and struggle.
So that's why I want to push myself as hard as possible when it comes to swimming. I want to aim to be the very best mountaintop.
Not the very highest mountaintop. The highest mountaintop.
okay.
I'm talking about the gold medal, of course. Aim for the gold, even if it means I'm a super gold spaz.
Did she just call herself? Okay, but that's what you want. Isn't that all the more reason? If you have a goal, why are you standing around making excuses?
Excuses? Hey, when did I ever make any excuses?
Sure, maybe we're stuck in here right now with no way out, but if you really want to make an effort, you shouldn't try to see what you can do in here.
That's a challenge. You just made an official challenge. But I think you're right. If I want to get that gold medal, I have to make every effort I can. I want to become a genius of effort. I bet Ian Thorpe said something like that. Yeah, I can't go around making excuses just because we're stuck in here. Alright, I think I'm gonna do some push-ups in my room. Like, maybe around 1,000 or something.
Almost before she was done talking, Hina took off like a bat out of hell. She recovered exactly as fast and strong as I would have expected. Hina's report card has been updated based on your experience with her. Your maximum number of skill points has increased. Once we were all done, I headed back to my room for a little while. Ding dong, bing bong. It is now nighttime.
Attention! Attention! Please gather in the gym as soon as you possibly can.
Oh.
Quickly, 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 quickly!
Is Kuma gonna make another temptation? He made a special announcement to ask us to come to the gym? And he sounded pretty serious about it too. What could he be thinking about? Does he want us to kill each other again? Not that map, the other map. Man, now that Taka's dead, can I just sleep in his room? Like, it's closer to, like, everything. And I'm never gonna need to go to anybody else's room. I'm just saying. Oh, there we go. Hey, Sakura, you got anything to say?
You're the last one. Everyone else is already inside.
See, this is why I need to sleep in Taka's room, so that way I can get here faster. Aren't you gonna go inside?
However,
I have a bad feeling about this.
More than just a feeling, probably. Monokuma did call us all together, after all. Sakura?
well,
Makoto, if something happens to me, Hina.
Huh?
I'm sorry.
No, never mind.
So then,
Who would ever believe in someone who doesn't believe in themselves?
Sakura. Everyone must have heard the announcement, and once we were all gathered at the gym, it began.
Well,
Okay, let's get this show on the road.
You're about to give us your next motive presentation, aren't you?
Hmm?
That's right.
You got us all together to present another motive, right?
Is he right?
Huh?
We have to go through this again?
No, not again. I can't take it anymore.
I see.
I'm impressed by your level of dismay. You finally see just how low on the totem pole of life you really are.
No, 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 no. No, 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 no. That's not it at all. We're not here to talk about motive. The reason I gathered you all here is so that I could get rid of my grudge.
Your grudge?
Why?
We have a grudge against you, of course, but I don't recall you ever having a grudge against us. I told you yesterday, didn't I? An eye for an eye, a fang for a fang.
Stop beating around the bush. Just tell us what you're talking about.
Well, Byakuya, you've already told everyone how one of you might be working as a spy for me, right?
Come on.
Yeah, so what about it?
in
Well,
other
today
words-
I'd like to tell you about that spy.
What?
Hey,
And so guess what? The spy is actually Sakura Ogami.
He said it so openly, it made it sound like it wasn't that big of a deal. Even though he just revealed a huge secret. What? What did you just say? He said the spy is Sakura.
What are you talking about? There's no way Sakura's a spy. Right, Sakura? Sakura? And I might just make Sakura fulfill the promise she made sometime soon. And if she doesn't, I can't be responsible for what might happen to that hostage of mine. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. What you guys choose to do with that information is up to you. Roast her, boil her, kill her, don't kill her, whatever. Either way, I can't wait.
And just like that, he was gone. Finally, I understood what he had been talking about. An eye for an eye, a fang for a fang. In other words, betrayal would be met with betrayal.
What the heck?
So, what does this mean? Is it true? Has Ogre really been spying on us for the mastermind?
What are you saying? There's no way. But that is what his stuffed animal said, right?
Wrong.
Well, he's wrong. There's just no way.
Hey,
Well, Sakura, if he's wrong, all you have to do is tell us.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry I didn't tell you earlier. What?
Oh,
Then he was being serious for serious? Ogre's been working for the mastermind?
I'm sorry. So you've been lying to all of us this time? It's not true. Sakura was probably being controlled. There's gotta be some reason. She didn't have a choice. She was just forced to do it.
Yeah, I'm sure he was right. The mastermind probably threatened her somehow, and Sakura had no choice but to do what she was told.
What, you're talking like you know what that for true. Because
I'm just getting so... Wait, that's my voice. Because I do know it for a fact. Because I saw it. I saw Sakura and Monokuma fighting. And that's where I heard it. Monokuma mentioned a hostage a second ago, right? And during their fight, I heard Sakura say she decided to fight against the mastermind.
I see.
You saw that. The mastermind took a hostage, so you were forced to swear loyalty to them, right? But in the end, you made up your mind to betray the mastermind.
what?
Which means Sakura isn't our enemy. She's a friend we can trust. Isn't that it? Ridiculous. Do you live in some sort of alternate reality fairy tale?
Not
She was the mastermind's tool. You absolutely cannot trust someone like that. He's right. We can't just believe whatever she says now. How can we even be sure she really did betray the mastermind? Maybe this is a double bluff, and she's still doing exactly what the mastermind wants.
Sakura would never do that.
Okay, then Sakura, if you really have cut ties with the mastermind, tell us who they really are.
Well, I'm sorry, I can't. Even I don't know that.
What?
You don't know. That just makes you all the more suspicious.
She's telling the truth. You have to believe her.
Don't
I
make
mean, we
her-
didn't ever ask her if she was the spy to begin with. Like, it's not like she technically ever lied to us.
Shut up. I'm not finished questioning her.
Next
Come on.
question. What about this promise? What did the mastermind order you to do?
I was told to kill one of my friends.
It suddenly felt like the temperature in the room had dropped 20 degrees. The weight of those words.
I see.
I see, so even now you've taken aim on our lives.
You're wrong. I'm telling you, Sakura would never do that. You don't have to yell. We can all hear you just fine. You don't have an inside voice. It's because you're not listening to me.
Wait.
Please, stop. You don't need to defend me anymore. I have to take full responsibility for this.
however,
How do you intend to do that? By destroying the mastermind.
What?
I'm going to challenge them. Even if it means we both go down, I will defeat them. That is how I intend to take responsibility. Hold on, what do you mean if you both go down? Hina, I'm sorry I didn't tell you about this. What?
I'm sorry.
I didn't know what to do. I went back and forth about confiding in you again and again.
Well,
But I was scared. I thought if I told you, you might think less of me. Sakura!
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Sakura turned away from us and left the gym. And then... Ding dong bing bong.
This is the school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Well, it's nighttime. We should all go to bed.
No.
Hold on, this whole thing with Sakura is
Don't make me
over.
repeat myself.
She's our enemy. There's nothing more to discuss.
That's
No, Sakura is not our enemy. Why? Why doesn't anyone understand her?
What?
What is it you think you understand? You didn't even know who she really was.
What is
That's-
this? Calm
Let it
down.
go for now, Hina. Talking about it isn't going to help anything. But
Anyway.
go to your room, cool down, and we can continue this discussion tomorrow. It was the worst. The mood at the end of the night was just the worst. Being in such an awful mood, we were honestly glad the day was over. So it was, in fact, Sakura. Sakura is the spy. She's the traitor. Yaka said Sakura is the enemy. But he's wrong. She's not my enemy. She's my friend, without a doubt. Then it, like, hard cuts to Sakura, like, jumping up from behind her bed and, like, stabbing us in the head. But what can I do? What can I do to make everyone believe in Sakura? How? As long as you're human, there will always come a point where you wish you could do things differently. Even a baseball player in the major leagues, even a soccer player touring Europe, even a famous singer who started her career as a backup dancer on a sketch comedy show. She makes a brilliant debut, but instead of going for more, she marries some third-rate actor and retires. Every human has regrets, has things they'd like to go back and change.
But I don't, because I'm a bear.
Thank you for the inspiring words of wisdom, Monokuma.
Good morning, everyone. It is now 7 a.m. and nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine. Get ready to greet another beautiful day.
Hello, Johan at Adrian. How you doing? I'm worried about Sakura. I need to hurry up and get to the dining hall. Am I the first viewer? I mean, for today at least. The first chatter. Definitely 100%. Says there's 2 people viewing right now, but I don't know how accurate that number is oftentimes. I wonder if we can make up with Kyoko now that we've figured out stuff. Kyoko, good morning! Still ignoring me. Is she really that mad at me? But actually, it's not just Kyoko. Ever since Monokuma summoned us last night, the atmosphere around here has gotten really heavy. I can almost feel it looming over us, weighing us down. Well, if nothing else, I need to patch things up with Kyoko as soon as possible. I almost said with Monokuma as soon as possible, and that's just not the word that was there. Good on you. I'm doing alright. Can't complain. I'm a fan of Danganronpa. Kyoko is my favorite. I also think Kyoko is my favorite. She seems the right amount of normal and the right amount of intriguing. Makoto, are you okay? Huh? What do you mean?
You were so late, we were worried about you. What a dullard.
Toko, Byakuya, what are you doing here?
They're taking refuge here.
Refuge?
Such.
Don't make that stupid face. We have to protect ourselves against the Mastermind's tool.
The Mastermind's tool? Are you talking about Sakura? That's when I finally noticed. The only one that wasn't in the dining hall was Sakura. Huh? Where is Sakura?
Stop talking.
All I know is, if she were here, I wouldn't be. The only reason I went out of my way to join the rest of you was a safeguard against that threat. The threat? Why? Why do you hate her so much?
Naturally.
Isn't it obvious? Because this makes things unfair. Unfair? The game should be fair to all players. The existence of a spy for the mastermind upsets that balance. That's a stupid reason. Stupid.
What did you
This
say?
is the life or death game, is it not? It is stupid. You're a stupid idiot.
Hey,
Before you get too far into your argument, maybe you should stop and think things through. Why did the mastermind reveal that Sakura was a spy to us?
What the heck?
They were getting revenge on her, right? Like Monokuma said, an eye for an eye.
however,
That may be part of it, but it's not the whole picture. Revealing that fact was also meant to serve as the next motive for the mastermind wanted to give us. The chaos and confusion born from suspicion, the hatred. In other words, this right here, the fighting, the bickering, is the trap the mastermind laid for us. Knowing that, will you stand there and argue like children? That's not what I'm trying to do. It's just... I mean, how can you guys believe Sakura again? If she really can beat the mastermind like she said, that'd go a long way in my mind. Idiot, you really asked her to do something so dangerous? What if something terrible happens to her? It wouldn't matter.
Interesting.
What? If Sakura were to die, that's one less person for the mastermind to control. I have no problem with that. Hold on, Byakuya. In fact, if she did die, that would settle this entire issue, wouldn't it? It would put the whole problem to rest. Ooh.
What the hell?
You disgust me. You're a monster. To say something like that, it should have been you. You should have been the one to die.
What?
I should have died. Interesting.
Interesting.
Then are you planning to take care of that yourself? Go ahead. Try it, if you dare. That's how it works here, after all. You think I can't do it? Hina, calm down.
that's right.
This is exactly what the mastermind wants. And it's exactly what Sakura doesn't want. What's wrong? Lost your nerve? I'm leaving. I'll be in my room. Trembling with anger, Hina ran off. We're gonna skip the first part of that sentence. How dare she? She should die 1,000 deaths, no 1,000,000. So she was just another hysterical little girl, hardly worth my attention.
Just a second.
It's what other people call having feelings, Byakuya, and all you can do is mock them for it. What's wrong with that?
Hey,
A friendly word of warning. Someday that attitude is going to come back and bite you. Hard.
I don't have time.
And I will happily elude its attempts. So, you know, how about we, eat? Maybe now's not a good time.
You know?
Eh. Without a word, each of us left the dining hall. We headed back to our rooms, one by one. Phew! So, what should I do today? Break time! Well, we're kind of running out of, like, sane people to talk to. Like, Hina's all messed up right now. Kyoko doesn't want to talk to us. At this point, I'm gonna have to talk to Hiro. Other way? Other way? Okay. Can we talk to Sakura? It seems like Sakura is gonna be in a compromising position soon, which means that I should try to talk to her because I won't be able to talk to her in the future. So, let's maybe try it?
I'm sorry.
Should I hang out with Sakura for... Yeah, let's spend some time with Sakura.
I see.
Even if I don't feel like talking, you'll still stand by me. I still don't understand you, Makoto. Without saying a word, I stood by Sakura. She snapped my neck into 27 pieces. Sakura and I grew a little closer today, just like the opposite of my neck. It grew a little longer today.
Would you like to give Sakura a present? Yeah. We got all those boxing gloves, right? Might as well. Yeah.
I'll accept it with gratitude. I'll never forget this, Makoto.
I get the impression that she liked it. That's good. Oh, not enough to advance her thing, though, so I can get more points? I don't feel like just sitting here. I should go somewhere. Oh, okay, everyone seems to be down here. Yeah, let's try... Maybe I shouldn't try to crack soccer again. If soccer doesn't feel like giving me any more points. Let's maybe try and crack Hina again.
Sorry.
Listen, I'm really sorry, but I kind of want to be alone right now. I've got a lot I need to think about.
Okay. Then we're just gonna back off of that. Does this mean I gotta... I mean, I guess I might as well ask Kyoko. Doesn't hurt to ask. Oh, she's not in here. Wait. Have I looked at this magazine before? Got Junko on it. I haven't thought about Junko in a while. Except for at the beginning of the episode when we talked about how she was dead. She won't even look at me. I guess she doesn't even want to see my face. Man, why can't we just make out? I guess Byakuya is back. Hi, Tempo. I guess Byakuya is back here. We'll bother Byakuya a little bit.
Sakura and Hina. Finally, some action. Things are starting to become interesting.
What are you?
Huh? Oh, I didn't see you standing there. Did you need something? Should I talk to Byakuya for... Yeah, alright.
That's
Fine, I don't mind allowing you to indulge in my attention. I hope you appreciate this. I spent some time with Byakuya. Byakuya and I grew a little closer today. Would you like to give Byakuya a present? What would be good for Byakuya? I feel like we had those papers? Where are those? What is this? Created with high-tech future technology, a single shot can melt every molecule in a fully grown human. There aren't any batteries, though, so you can't fire it. Well, that's disappointing. Crystal Skull, Golden Airplane. He liked the globe when I gave him that before. Here, let's try these Millennium Prize problems.
I see.
Never been exposed to such vulgarity.
Interesting. I think I'll keep it.
Seeing Byakuya so pleased with something I gave him makes me happy.
So, in other words,
Just to be clear, becoming the ultimate affluent progeny is one of my many talents. Some people think I rely on the care and protection of the Togami name.
Is this a monologue or something?
But I don't rely on my family. Rather, I am my family's savior. The Togami Corporation reaches across the world, true, but I will take us to even greater heights.
Like the moon?
It is expected of me, naturally. After all, even my own family has recognized my ultimate superiority. In other words, even among the Togami family, I am the chosen among the chosen.
I'm just thinking of the Chosen from Smosh. This place is a freaking hellscape. The Chosen and Danganronpa would go crazy. So much confidence.
naturally.
And that confidence is justified, I assure you. It comes from the battles I fought and won.
Battles?
I am personally worth over $4 billion, separate from my Togami family assets.
How the heck did you make that much money?
In
The
other
stock
words,
market. I buy and sell shares and assets based on market trends, all within a single day. Makoto, have you ever heard of Bitcoin?
Here we go.
Yes.
Surely even someone as simple-minded as you has heard of this technique.
So he buys and sells stocks on the stock market, doing everything in a single day. I think that's called day trading. You're talking about day trading, right? And you were able to make $4 billion doing that?
That's right.
Well, I first started doing it just to keep myself occupied, and before I knew it, there it was. It's really not a big deal.
I'd say it's a super big deal. Wait, but are high schoolers even allowed to buy stocks and stuff?
Don't make
I'm
me-
Byakuya Togami.
Is that meant to be an explanation?
$4 billion is nothing to the Togami Corporation, but for personal use, it's not bad. So now you understand, right? I'm not merely the child of modern-day nobility.
You know, Byakuya, maybe we should start calling you the ultimate day trader.
Oh, I don't do that anymore. It was too simple, so I got bored of it pretty quickly.
And geez, do you realize how insulting that sounds to the rest of us?
Of course, that's how I feel about anything I do. Frankly, life is too easy. It's only natural for me to do whatever I want in this world.
Man, he really is competent. We're like worlds apart. Galaxies apart. Yaku's report card has been updated based on your experience with him. Your maximum number of skill points has increased. Let me then skill points. Still reeling from Byakuya's story, I went back to my room. Ding dong, bing bong.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Nighttime already. Tonight feels somehow uneasy. We still haven't settled things with Sakura. Everyone's in a terrible mood. I just hope nothing happens tonight.
After I declined the offer to become a shrimp, the tech support lady just refused to drop the issue. Once the shrimp idea was dead, she came back suggesting I should become a crab instead. How much can one person love crustaceans? I said no, of course, and she shot back. Okay, then how about you make extra special and you can be a crab that walks sideways and backwards? But how's that any better? I don't want to go sideways or backwards. I want to go forward. I heard her annoyed sigh on the other end of the line, and then she said, You just don't see the splendor of the crab. Haven't you ever heard the tale of the crab and the monkey? Of course I've heard it. I know all about it. But so what? The crab beats the monkey, and it's just some legend, hardly relevant to our greed-obsessed modern society. Sure, monkeys still show up in movies and stuff from time to time, but not crabs. Monkey-themed clothes are sweeping the fashion world, but the crab doesn't stand a chance, right? What I'm saying is, crabs have no place in today's light-speed world. Do your market research, lady. This is why I chose the always popular bear image.
And that's the secret origin story of Monokuma.
So Monokuma has crabs? Crab? Monocrabba?
Good morning, everyone. It is now 7 a.m. and nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine. Get ready to greet another beautiful day.
I need to do something about Sakura. I better go to the dining hall and talk to the others about it one more time. What? Was that someone screaming, or was that the death metal? I think it came from the dining hall. Oh, what? I stopped. How do I sprint again? B! Makoto, we got a big problem, man. Oh, what's wrong? Look! Hiro's finger shook as he pointed.
Hina! Are you okay? What happened? She killed her. A genocide Jill killed Hina!
She looks perfectly fine.
You gotta be kidding!
No, she's not dead. Open your eyes. No way she's dead.
Huh? Why? What happened? Well, Toko and Hina just all of a sudden they were yelling and then they knocked the pepper off the table, and that led to a sneeze.
You SOB!
Nope. Nope.
Totally not adorable.
I mean, okay. I mean, I guess I'm okay with being called non-adorable, but I'm still not engaging. Okay then, let's get Hina to the nurse's office. Come on, Hiro, help me. Sure thing. Genocide's Jack, abrasive laugh, chased us out of the room as we carried Hina away. By the time I finished taking care of Hina's injury in the nurse's office, she seemed to have finally regained her composure.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Are you sure you're feeling better?
Yeah, it really was just a scratch.
But still, that was super close. If I hadn't yelled out, you'd be super dead right now. It's all thanks to me, you know.
Yes, well, 1,000 thanks to you, sir.
So sarcastic, it makes you sound even more hostile. Hey, Hino, what the heck happened?
Oh, we just got into a fight, and I lost my temper and flew off the handle.
Let me guess, the fight was because of Sakura.
But
At first, I tried to just ignore it. But you let jerk buttholes get to you all the time, you'll never have time left to live your life. But she wouldn't let it go, so I just, without thinking about it, I felt like I wanted to punch her like 1,000 times.
You're serious?
A dozen punches isn't really without thinking.
And when things got out of hand, Genocide Jack got let loose, right?
Oh, that's my line.
It's my own fault. I just couldn't take it anymore. Because she was saying all these terrible things about my friend, you know?
Before I knew it, Hina's eyes swelled up with tears. And just as the tears were on the brink of spilling over, the door to the nurse's office burst open. I thought the door was gonna fly off its hinges. And there she stood before us.
Hina. Sakura? You're hurt. What happened?
Huh?
Oh, nothing. It's not a big deal.
Hey!
Makoto, Hiro, what's the meaning of this?
It wasn't me, it was Genocide Jill. It was all that Dimension Murderer's feet's fault.
Hurt Hina. Damn you. Leave me alone. What hurt her? What is this? What is this? I'm okay, really, it's just a scratch.
No
Unforgivable.
I can't forgive this.
Hiro, if you want to hate someone, hate me. If you want to hurt someone, hurt me.
I don't hate you specifically.
I can't forgive this.
Why?
Somebody save me! Hiro nearly tripped over himself as he ran screaming out of the nurse's office. But just a second later... What's going on?
Hey,
What's all this noise about? Kyoko stood in the doorway of the nurse's office, taking Hiro's spot in the room.
it would seem...
I gather that something happened.
Kyoko, please, you have to stop Sakura.
Wait.
You don't need to stop me. I'm okay. I'm not going to do anything. I'm drawing a line right here and now.
Drawing a line?
Goodbye. Wait, Sakura!
Hina sprang into action, leaving the nurse's office to chase after Sakura. The only ones left were... just the two of us. We could make it if we try, just the two of us. Ba-na-na-na-do. Are you still mad? Yeah, I figured.
That's fine.
It's fine. Huh?
Whew.
About that issue we discussed earlier. It doesn't matter anymore.
Then, do you forgive me for not being able to talk about it?
In other words,
You could have told me about Sakura and Monokuma fighting, but you stayed quiet. You were only thinking of Sakura, and that's why you didn't tell me, right? You didn't want to confuse everyone until you could talk to her and be sure of what you saw. That's what you were thinking, and that's why you didn't tell me, right?
Yeah.
To think like that,
I wouldn't have expected such arrogance from you.
What?
Because
ultimately, that means you don't trust me.
No, that's not it. But if that's how you feel, I can't really change your mind. I'm sorry.
that's fine.
It's fine. I've already forgotten about it. Besides,
And
I may have overreacted.
Huh?
Anyway, it's over and done with. Like I said, let's just forget about it.
Okay, thank you. There's no point going somewhere else. What? Why? We already had a talk. We talked it out. We're all good now. Best friends forever. Oh, wait, something else.
That issue we discussed doesn't matter anymore. I want to talk to you about something else.
What is it that you wanted to talk to me about?
Indeed.
Actually, I'd like you to come somewhere with me. I have business there.
Where?
So,
Just come with me, and you'll find out.
I guess, but
shall we go?
Well then, shall we get going?
with her typical indifference, Kyoko turned and walked away, setting a brisk pace. Ah, Kyoko! I hurried to catch up with her. She walked ahead in silence, and in silence I chased her, and eventually we arrived. The dressing room? Though something else you mentioned.
Indeed.
That's right, it has to do with Alter Ego.
But you said we didn't need Alter Ego anymore.
Wrong.
I didn't say we didn't need him, I just said he had done his job. Besides, it's not us that needs Alter Ego. He has business with us. Huh?
Right.
Alter Ego asked me to bring others to come see him. Apparently, he has something he wants to ask us.
Alter Ego wants to ask us something?
Hello? Oh, so it's just the two of you? Kyoko and Makoto?
Kyoko's fingers glided across the keyboard. Is 2 not enough?
No, it's okay. 2 should be plenty.
But what is it he wants to ask us?
Let's
Indeed.
find out, shall we?
Kyoko typed in the question. What did you want to ask us?
Oh, yeah, so I'd like you to take me somewhere where you can connect me to the school network.
What?
Kyoko and I quickly glanced at each other. She replied. Why?
Well, you said my job was done, right? But to just stop here, saying I finished my work. I don't want that. I want to keep being helpful to everyone. I want to work as hard as everyone else so that we can all get out of here. That's what Master would want too. So, to help everyone else, to solve the mystery of this school, the only way I can help is if you connect me to this school's network.
But if you did that, that's basically suicide. I'm positive the mastermind would find out about it. They'd find you and they'd... You agree, right, Kyoko?
I realize how dangerous it could be, but still, I have to do this. I'm scared, but I can handle it. I don't really understand why, but when I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow. You might think I'm just some inhuman AI, but it's true. So, it's okay. If it's for the sake of everyone else, I won't be afraid.
I couldn't help but get lost in that voice. It was just too committed. Too admirable. Too... fragile.
Hey,
You remembered what you asked before, Makoto. You asked what the difference is between a person and a program, right?
Yeah?
certainly.
When I talk to Alter Ego, I don't know. I have no idea how to answer that question. I think maybe that's a question even the program's creator can't answer. But I can say this.
Correct.
There's no question that Alter Ego is our friend. Kyoko. To be honest, I didn't want Alter Ego to push himself anymore, because if we already take any more risk, the Mastermind really will notice it. But
Makoto.
let's do it, Makoto. Let's connect Alter Ego to the network. What?
Hey.
He's our friend, so I want to take his feelings into consideration. And he says that he wants to fight alongside his friends. If you were in his place, could you just sit by and do nothing in this situation? If you saw everyone else fighting and doing their best, could you just look the other way? Or would you stand up? Stand up tall next to everyone else and tell them you're their friend.
So,
Hey, are you guys fighting? If it's about me, please don't. I want to believe in myself. I want to be able to say, I know I can do this. So please, let me try.
Listen.
And besides, there's one place where the Mastermind might not notice. One place?
That's right.
Remember, there's another place besides here where there's no surveillance camera. A room without a surveillance camera is the secret room. That's it, the secret room you told me about. I definitely remember there was no surveillance camera in there.
Indeed.
And I do believe you can connect to the network from there. I remember seeing an ether port on the wall. However, just because there's no camera there doesn't mean there's no danger. There's no way to be sure the Mastermind isn't monitoring the network somehow. We'll also have to move Alter Ego, and the Mastermind may spot us going into the secret room. If they pick up on any of this, then it's all over. You're right.
That's what we
But
have
despite
to do.
all that... Sorry, I need a cough. But despite all that, I still think we need to try.
Correct.
Because that's our best chance of finding any new clues. Kyoko, in that case, will you let me carry him? There's no way you could hide him with what you're wearing, right? So let me do it.
It's true.
Okay then, I'll leave it to you. Thank you.
So
Then let's get started. It's gonna be a little cramped for you, Alter Ego. Bear with us, okay? I don't think computers can get cramped. We started packing him up right away. I closed the laptop and stuffed it beneath my jacket. Shh, you can't talk right now. We're gonna move you to another room. Until we get there, you have to be absolutely silent, okay? Understood. Your command has been implemented. Good. To have him react like a machine like that all of a sudden, I didn't know how to react.
Makoto.
In the secret room, there are a bunch of different cables in one of the desk drawers. So there might be a network cable in there. Assuming
However,
the Mastermind hasn't taken it already. Well, all we can do is go and check for ourselves.
it's true.
Agreed. Let's head to the secret room. Let's walk there manually, I guess. Let's run there manually. Wait. Yeah, let's run there manually. It's only the second floor. It's not get that crazy far.
Hey,
Hey, Makoto.
why?
Are you sure all the documents are gone? I refuse to believe you. Go and check again. What?
Listen
Just
to
hurry
me.
up and go. And make sure you don't run off. I'm gonna wait right here. Oh, I get it. She's acting. She was so forceful, I thought I'd made her mad again somehow.
Just a second.
Why are you just standing there? Hurry up and go. Okay, I'm going.
So
And
then,
be thorough. I'm counting on you. Okay, first we have to find a network cable. According to Kyoko, there should be a bunch of cables in this drawer. Found it! This is the network cable, right? Now we just have to connect Alter Ego. I immediately got to work. I pulled out the laptop and connected it to the Ethernet port with the cable. And that should do it. I said out loud. Yeah, I think it worked. Just leave the rest to me. I swear I'll find something. I might even be able to connect to the outside world. If I can, I'll see if I can call for help. So please, just wait a little while longer. Just hold tight and put your faith in me.
As I was about to leave, I decided to leave him with one last thing. No matter what, we're gonna get out of here. You and all the rest of us. As friends.
Friends? Even me? Thank you. Thank you, Makoto.
Makoto.
How'd it go?
Well, it went okay, but all the documents were gone, just like I told you. My reply was an unintentional mix of acting and real feelings.
Correct.
I see. Then there's nothing left for us here.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Before I knew it, Kyoko was walking away. She wasn't acting anymore. That much was for sure. Kyoko,
What?
Yes?
so we're just gonna split up?
Why
Of
is
course.
that?
I have no reason to stay with you at this point.
Well, maybe, but isn't that like a little too direct?
Ooh,
Should I hesitate and fumble for something to say? You're so high maintenance.
That's not what I meant. I just had more I wanted to talk to you about. Like, what are you gonna do about Sakura?
it's true.
Well, something has to be done, it's true. But the way things are now, there's no way to persuade anyone. They don't have the mind to listen.
Then what should we do?
So,
If we can find some new clue, that would likely change the situation. That's all we can hope for right now.
Which is why Alter Ego.
correct.
All we can do is wait and believe in our friends.
You're right. That's our only option. I said in my head. We parted ways, and I headed back to my room. I'm kinda tired, so I laid down in bed. It was because of the stress of moving Alter Ego, but I was way more tired than I realized. So, before long at all, I completely dozed off. Ding dong. I bet it's Hina. Huh? The sharp sound of the doorbell pierced my sleepy haze and pulled me back to the real world. It's
Makoto.
Kyoko. Man, I was close.
Makoto, get out here.
Kyoko, what's going on?
Indeed.
Hina just came to see me, and she was white as a ghost. It sounds like something's happened.
What? As soon as I heard those words, my heart started to beat a little faster. I suddenly found myself wide awake.
She said for us to come to the rec room.
The rec room. Okay, let's hurry.
Makoto, Kyoko!
You know what's wrong?
Something's not right. In the rec room.
What's inside? There was a window on the rec room door, and I hurried to look inside. And when I did... Sakura? Is she unconscious? She's sitting up in the chair, like she's bowing her head.
Hey,
What's going on? Did something happen to her? I was just walking past, and I happened to notice her through the window. But I couldn't get the door open. I tried knocking, I tried calling her name, but she wouldn't respond. So what should we do? What are we gonna do?
anyway.
First of all, we need to get into that room.
But the door's locked, right? And if we break in, we'll be violating school regulations.
Listen to me.
We're going to force our way in.
I just said...
The
Why?
door isn't locked. It's not locked because the rec room door doesn't have a lock.
Huh? Then why...
It feels like the door is pressing up against something inside the room. Is it the chair?
The chair?
In other
Either way,
words,
the door isn't locked, which means, as far as I can tell, the rule doesn't apply.
Then there's no problem if we break in.
Indeed.
Let's smash the window. That should be the fastest way. Okay, I'll go get something to break it with. Wait, right here.
Inside the rec room, Sakura still hasn't moved an inch. She's just unconscious, right? Is she okay? I mean, it's Sakura, so I'm sure. Kyoko didn't reply. There was only silence. But that silence didn't last long.
Here. I found a broom. In the classroom. Use it. You can handle this, right, Makoto? Come on, please hurry.
Okay, you two stand back. I took hold of the broom and swung it as hard as I could. Aiming directly at the window, all it took was one solid hit. The window shattered into 100 pieces, scattering across the rec room floor. I stuck my hand through the now open window and started jostling the chair leaning against the door. The chair's pretty heavy, but if I can just... I pushed on it with all my strength, and finally the knob turned. Sakura! I ran up to her as fast as I could, but the moment I laid my hand on her... all I felt was cold death. I could feel only the last lingering warmth of a living body. Life had abandoned Sakura's body. And then... ding dong bing bong. Hello, Dogeweed. How you doing?
A body has been discovered. After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
Deadly Life. All-Star Apologies.
Huh? Sakura's dead? She's really dead?
I heard Hina talking, but my eyes stared steadily forward. I could only look on at Sakura's dead body. We didn't make it in time. It's happened again. Muttering to herself, Kyoko began to gently inspect Sakura's body. I wondered, was she confirming that Sakura really was dead? Checking for a pulse? Or reaction? I have to go get them. I have to go get the others. On shaky legs, Hina left the rec room. And I... Why? Why did this have to happen? That's all I could say. I repeated it over and over. I need to examine Sakura's body. She's probably been poisoned, if I had to take a guess. I just stood there motionless behind her while she checked Sakura's corpse. Time passed. Days. Weeks. Months. The universe repeated itself, and now we got entirely back to this moment. While I stood there, unable to do a thing, time just passed. And after I don't know how long. I got everyone. What? Ogre? Oh, so she's dead, huh? Sakura's been killed. I see. As soon as they arrived, Kyoko began.
Just a second.
You heard the announcement just now, right? So you know what this means. Sakura was murdered, and by someone in this very room. Is that what you were going to say?
Huh?
No. Whoever killed her, it's not just someone in this room.
It's your
It was
fault.
one of you. Hiro, Bianca, Toko. One of you killed Sakura. What?
What?
You're accusing us before we've even begun the investigation. I don't need to investigate anything. Because you hated her. You hated the sight of her. One of you did it. I know it. You know it. You know it? Jeez, I didn't know your power level would increase by that much just by getting mad.
What the heck?
What are you doing here? Isn't it obvious? I'm here to hand out my little murder flyer.
It's the Monokuma file!
And don't get so mad, Miss Asahina, or you're gonna get ruin that lewd little face of yours. Now then, with that... hold on. There's something I want to ask you. Huh? It was you, wasn't it? You killed Sakura.
Say what?
Uh-huh. Sakura wanted to challenge the mastermind to a duel. Maybe you and her fought again, and then...
In other words,
And then I killed her. Sorry, not quite. Actually, not even close. That whole thing is totally irrelevant now. Sakura came to a most regrettable end without even getting the chance to finish things with me. Which, thank God for that, it saved me the trouble of having to go through with our little fight. Because even for someone like me, it would have been no mean feat to take down a behemoth like that.
hey,
I gotta tell you, I was actually pretty worried. I mean, she totally violated a rule by attacking me in the first place, but yeah, I wasn't able to punish her. So I don't know who it was, but whoever the Blackened is this time, I owe you one.
What is
Wait, he doesn't know who the Blackened is this time? Just woke up, still very sleepy. I get that.
You owe them one? See, before you get all pissy-potty at me, you should better figure out who did it first. Because, I mean, your lives are all on the line, right? What the hell? He owes them one? I hate him. I hate this whole thing. Well, I, for one, am glad it was Sakura. She was working for the mastermind after all.
How can you say that now?
Sorry, I don't have time for your squabbling. The next game has already begun. If you want to be angry at someone, be angry at whoever killed Sakura.
Anyway.
Right, now our top priority needs to be uncovering Sakura's killer. If we can't do that, we're all dead. Then let's decide who will stand guard this time.
Oh yeah, our guard needs guarded.
I'll do it. Hina? I'm okay. Just let me handle it. Besides, I want to be here. With Sakura.
That's fine.
Okay, then Hina's guard number 1. But we need one more. Kyoko, that's you.
What?
Me. You're always a thorn in my side. This time, just stand by and watch quietly. Consider that an order.
In order?
That's fine.
Fine, I'll stay behind. Then it's settled. Let's begin, shall we? Hold on! Before that, there's something I want to say.
What?
Which is... Hiro, Byakuya, Toko, none of you are allowed to step foot in the crime scene. What?
It's your
One of you killed Sakura. I won't let someone like that come anywhere near her.
Stop.
Don't be stupid. Our lives are in just as much danger as yours. We have every right to investigate. I don't care what you say. I'm not letting the one who killed Sakura anywhere near her. Even if it means I have to use force, you're not getting in here. Well, as it appears further discussion would be a waste of time. How about a compromise? I won't ask you to let all of us in. Just let me in.
What?
You don't really care, do you? You're both useless anyway.
Yep.
Nope, I really don't care.
Let me find it. Hold on, let me find it again.
I'd rather spend my time coming up with another splendid fantasy involving Master anyway.
Nah, I still didn't find it.
And you, Hiro, do you really object?
If you're gonna go that far, what can I do? I mean, I don't have anything to hide, so why should I care?
It's all clear.
Then it's decided. Nothing's decided.
Calm down.
I know how you feel, Hina, but you should agree to his request. But
Hey,
we have to find out who killed Sakura.
correct.
For those of us still alive, and to honor Sakura's memory. Fine, I guess that's okay. But no matter what, Byakuya, you absolutely aren't allowed to touch her. Naturally, who would want to touch a filthy dead body?
Listen.
That's enough fighting. We need to focus on the investigation from here on out. Everyone, keep this in mind. We can't uncover Sakura's if we can't uncover Sakura's killer, all of us face execution.
Finding out who killed Sakura. It's not a matter of hoping we can do it. But if we want to survive, we have to do it. It's all kinda hopeless hope. We have no choice but to just do it. I better check with the Monokuma file before anything else. The victim was Sakura Ogami. The time of death is estimated to be around 12 noon. The body was discovered in the rec room on the 3rd floor of the school. There is evidence of a strong blow to the victim's head. No other injuries were noted. However, it seems that at some point the victim suffered from violent vomiting of blood. Oh, so the poison didn't kill her, but the violent blow to the head did. Huh. Well, I'll try to remember that for next time, because this is probably where we are going
Hey,
to end things for now. It'll let me pause whenever I'm
out of this dialogue, I think. I think the case this time might be a challenge. Why's that?
So...
The only way into the rec room is the door we just came through, and that door had been jammed shut with the chair from the inside the rec room, which means the killer would have had to escape somehow, after barring the door. So if the door was blocked from the inside, and there was no way in or out till we broke the window, there's like zero escape, right? In other words, this is the classic locked-roomed murder. Locked-roomed murder? I guess you might see this kind of thing a lot in mystery movies or books or whatever. But could it really happen in real life? And right before our very eyes like this?
Hey.
Did somebody really kill another person? Are you curious to hear more about a locked-room murder in Tales? Sure, if you don't mind.
That's fine.
When you break down this kind of murder mystery, there are 4 basic types. The first type is when the locked room is created after the actual crime is committed. This simply means that the killer commits his crime, then through some special methods steals the room. This mainly involves some sort of trick involving the locking of the room. Basic approaches include using a string or simple mechanism. There are a number of variations. So for that, all we'd have to do is check the door and if that's what it was, right?
Correct.
The second type is when the locked room already exists before the crime is committed. Oh? Basically, the killer uses a special contraption or tool from outside to target the victim inside. You push a switch and it fires a handgun. You shoot an arrow through a gap in the door, something like that.
However,
But in this case, that doesn't seem to fit. There are no guns or arrows in the school, and the door doesn't have any gap that would allow it. Yeah, I think we could probably cross that one off the list.
it's true.
The third type is when the killer stays in the room until it's opened. What do you mean by that?
In other
They stay
words,
hidden, and when the door is opened, they use the confusion to blend in with the group. They pretend they showed up along with everyone else, and that's that. That sounds like it could have been possible. Maybe.
It's true.
And the fourth and final type is when it wasn't actually a locked room at all. Not a locked room.
In other words,
By that I mean, there actually is an alternate escape route somewhere within the room. You see this a lot in novels and things, but in reality it's generally not possible. Then you think we can cross that one off too?
indeed.
I believe so, yes. But when it comes to locked room mysteries, those are the basics. So there are 4 possibilities. Then, Kyoko, which of those 4 choices seems the most likely in this case?
It's true.
That's a good question. Answering that should be our primary focus during this trial. But right now, I can't really say. I see. The way the killer set up the locked room, until I figure that out, the truth behind Sakura's death will stay hidden. It's definitely a tough mystery. I need to concentrate and investigate as much as I can. For Sakura, if nothing else. Okay, now it should let me... I forget how to pause. How to, like, actually pause. Is it in the Y? It's in the Y. Let's say right here. Alright, well, we have another murder afoot for the next Danganronpa live stream, in which we will probably end up finishing Chapter 4. But this one is curious. Oh, there's a bottle missing. There's 2 bottles missing. And that's what this glass is, probably. There's also this paper? So if I had to go off of raw instinct right now, I would say that Sakura was forced to take a poison of some kind. And then somebody was in here and then came out and finished Sakura off with a blow to the head. And then how would they lock the room though? Unless what are the other things we've been doing? That's the glass from breaking the room, from breaking the window, that part of the window. And that chair was up against the wall.
Yeah, I'm really not sure what to make of this right now. I need to discover more clues. Oh, wait, there's a blood splatter over here? Does that mean that Sakura was actually leaned up in the chair and was hit over there? No, but the glass is here. Would the glass really be enough to kill Sakura, though? Like the glass bottle itself? Like, this bottle seems like the most obvious answer, but is that really enough to kill Sakura? Unless, is this Sakura vomiting over here? Huh. Then how would the killer get in and out? I really don't know. Unless there is another escape from this room. Kyoko said at the very end, she's like, it's probably not that one. But we already know that there are walls in the school. It might be time to bring Secret Tunnel back into the fray. But, I mean, that's going to be it for today. So, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, maybe consider leaving a like on the live stream. And even consider subscribing. And I'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much. I'm going to go watch Green Grumps now.